The magic around getting stronger in darkness is that you believe you will. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your mind right. So, the first key to getting stronger in darkness is to set your mind on the lessons that you're going to learn. Think about it. If you think back on your life and all the times that you've been through darkness, the fact that you are listening to this or watching this means that you got through it. You got through the darkness and you learned lessons. Now, sometimes we don't heed the lessons we learn and we repeat them. That's fine. But that doesn't have to be. You can take those lessons, move forward, and learn from them. And if you think about all the lessons you've learned over your life, chances are that most of them have come through some kind of darkness, through some kind of tragedy or circumstance or whatever, that you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, or this is devastating. But then you came out of it. So even take some time now and think back over your life and all of the circumstances that you've overcome. Think about the lessons you've learned, and you're going to find a treasure trove of nuggets and wisdom that if you apply those in your life going forward, you're going to be just a better person than you were the day before. So just think about that. You've got so much already. You're living proof, you're a living testimony that you can survive and thrive through darkness. So this isn't going to be anything new for you. All right. So point number 2 is be excited about darkness and realize it is from the enemy. Okay. What I mean by that is when darkness is coming, or you see it coming, or you're in the middle of it, get excited. Go back to point 1. You're going to learn a lesson. But also think about this. It's coming from the enemy. The enemy wants darkness. He's the prince of darkness. He wants to distract you. The enemy wants to have you bask in fear, anxiousness, all those things, anger. So for me anyway, and hopefully for you, that awareness is just like, wait a minute, I'm not going to be fooled by this Satan dude. I'm not going to let him mess up my mind. That's why it's all about, getting your mind right, setting your mind right in the beginning is the key. So if you know the only way Satan is going to try to attack you is through darkness, tapping on your shoulders, saying, isn't this horrible? Oh, you, the victim mode, all those things, trying to impress the world, all of that stuff, right? So get excited about darkness because you realize, number 1, you're going to come through it. You're going to have new lessons. Number 2, if you need the flip side for internal inspiration, realize it's from the enemy and that, hey, I'm better than that. He's already been defeated. So I'm not going to let his transparent tactics get me down. Don't fall into the traps of mental health and, oh my gosh, and all of that stuff. That's all from the enemy. It's all from the enemy. So be resolute. And the best time, of course, to do these things, that's why I'm doing this video, is before you're in darkness. If you're in darkness, you can apply them too. But the cool part is to do this right now, even if you're not in a dark situation, because you're getting your mind right. Next point is have the hero's journey mindset. What do I mean by that? You've come through darkness in your life. Imagine that you're in a movie and you're the main character and you're going through darkness, but at the end you're going to overcome. So just put yourself in that mindset, the hero's journey. Oh my goodness. So I'm in the middle of this darkness right now, but where most people would give up or most people would, succumb to this or that, I'm not going to. I'm going to go the road less traveled and I'm going to be whatever. Maybe it's joyful in a moment of sorrow, or maybe it's resilient when most people would give up, whatever it may be. You've got that pen in your hand and you're writing the hero's journey. So utilize that. And again, these things all help you with your mindset. These things all help you to ensure that you can get stronger in darkness. Next point, number 4, self-talk. Watch your self-talk. This is one that it'll just creep in on you. What are the things you say to yourself? Oftentimes, those will be indicators of what your mindset really is. To me, the one I'm working on is if I do something like absent-minded, forget to do something, or I do something silly, I'm like, oh, Robert, that's not encouraging self-talk. I'm shifting it to, hey, dude, you caught it. That's great. Way to go. You're getting better and better. So just that subtle self-talk, you've got to be so aware of that, especially when you're in darkness, because the enemy will want you to spiral down and continue to dwell in that darkness. All right. So we've gone over set your mind on the lessons you're going to learn, be excited about darkness, realize it's from the enemy, hero's journey mindset, self-talk, watch it. And the next point is feelings lie. Don't listen to your feelings. Acknowledge them and move on. Act in wisdom. Your feelings are fickle. That's well documented. Your feelings will lie. If you allow yourself to be ruled by your feelings, your world is going to be a roller coaster. When you go into darkness, it's going to go dark. And you're just going to, the lows will get lower and the darkness will be something that will overtake you. So do not go by your feelings. Your feelings will lie. And just remember that my feelings lie. There's something that Caroline Leaf taught me called the 10-second pause, where you breathe in for 3 and you say think, feel, and then you breathe out for 7 and you say choose. So you choose how you're going to react. 10-second pause is amazing because if you just take those 10 seconds, it resets your mind. And you're like, oh, yeah, that was just a feeling. It's gone. Feelings are fleeting. They will come and go unless you dwell on them and allow them to continue to spiral in your mind. And the final point, so feelings lie. Final point is amazing. This is what you could do after the 10-second pause. Know who you are and whose you are. Know who you are. You are. And if you're not right now, that's okay. You're a child of God. I believe even if you don't know it or believe it, you are a child of God. And that is your true identity. Nobody can take that away from you. No circumstance, no situation, no darkness can take that away from you. And just go to gratitude in knowing whose you are. You know, Jesus came and he was the counselor, the father, the peace giver, all of those things. And that's what he came to do for us, carry our burdens. So even if you aren't a follower of Jesus and this isn't resonating with you, think of something else. Know whose you are. Know your true identity. It isn't in the circumstance. It isn't in the lie. It isn't in the darkness. It's always a true about you. The outside world can't impact you unless you make a conscious decision to let it. That is the power. You have to let it. You have to make that decision. So make the decision to not wallow in darkness, but gain all the benefits from darkness and get stronger. Subscribe with the notification bell to receive regular updates. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button to see more like this. Comment down below. This can be with questions or answers to a question you ask. And we will see you next time on this journey from isolation to community, where the next step beyond is freedom.